The Knicks hung in there after a very sluggish first half. At one point down by 12.
Yep.
Ended up being down by 7 at the half. Had an excellent third quarter, and that set the stage, Wally, for a great stretch.
Yeah, and Frank Ntilikina was big in the third quarter. His defense has been solid. He had 7 points in that third quarter, started to really initiate himself a little bit on the offensive end of the floor. But the Knicks got to get back to playing defense. That's the key. They gave up 49% shooting, and that's not going to get it done, especially on the road.
No shot blocking in this game.
No shot blocking hurt, no question. That was big. But the shot making was huge by the Knicks. And how about Enes Kanter swallowing
monster
up every single
Russell
rebound.
had 9 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, every single loose ball. Here's D'Angelo Russell just running the pick and roll to a T. And Brooklyn, Alan, they struggle closing games, but they look good at it.
That's been their issue. Russell was a huge part of this. LeVert, obviously, too. Those are guys that they want to lead this team. You know, there's that spot on the floor, Wally, you love. That corner,
three-point game, and then Tim Hardaway Jr.
How about this one?
Duel continues.
How about Timmy? Hey, you know what? He's got himself 2 games where he's at 30 points. His first 2 games of the season, right? 29 in this one.
Pop's loving it.
Yep.
I love this play. Boy, can Trey Burke.
We might see this on the Wally wall, maybe?
Yes, definitely. Good hands. Kanter with the finish and the foul.
16 seconds. Just get one more
now,
stop.
What about this defense here, boys?
Hey. Well, look, if you help, he's going to pass it. This is just Tim versus his matchup. 2 Michigan guys. You got to get the stop. Tip your cap. He finished it.
It's a good move, tough move. Yeah, the size advantage.
Now, what do you do here?
Spot.
Do you go for the 3? Do you try a lob like this? That's a tough shot.
That's probably the counter to the play. There was probably an initial action that was defended well. And hey, you know, you had a chance to win the game with the ball in Timmy's hands. It was a tough shot, you know, wide right, but phenomenal effort, I think, by the Knicks getting back into the game, but I still am going to harp on it. And I know the coaches are going to do the same thing, especially in film session tomorrow. Can't allow 49% shooting and 40% from the three-point line. That's not the Knicks' identity. That's not how they're going to win games. They have to be better on the defensive end of the floor. They have to make teams uncomfortable scoring, and I think the Nets got into too much of a rhythm on that end.
Look, you got the 29 points off turnovers, which is huge.
That was big. I mean, that's not going to happen every day.
Well, no.
I mean, every game you're not going to have a turnover discrepancy of 22 to 3.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you lose? Do you know how many more possessions you get out of the game?
The Knicks got outboarded by 19.
Which is surprising. The Nets aren't a great rebounding team, but they made it a priority in this game because that's where they struggled in their season opener against the Pistons, and they knew they were going to have a matchup problem.
And you shouldn't get outboarded when you get outshot because that means the Nets were shooting a high percentage, so there weren't as many offensive rebounds to get. But Knicks got to get back to those controllable statistics. That's what I know the coaches are going to harp on. Those are things, the turnovers and the rebounds are extra possessions that are going to help a team that is at times struggle scoring.
How about also the makeable shots they missed in this game?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the shooting percentage was poor, 40%. They had to work to get
missed layups in the first half.
Pull-up jumpers.
Lance missed a one.
Trey Burke had a lot of looks that he
Knox
just
missed some, yeah.
Right, and so this game was as much as just the shooting issues that the Knicks had, but not getting the second chances was a big part of it as well.
You mentioned the Knicks only with 3 turnovers committed ties a franchise low for fewest turnovers in a game.
That's very good.
Now, you guys mentioned Kevin Knox maybe missed a couple of makeable shots, but overall, an excellent game. 7 of 14 from the floor, 17 points. He's not afraid to take it, that's for sure.
No fear in this kid. I mean, 19 years old.
Love him.
On the road against Brooklyn, your crosstown rival, and
the crowd
in the fourth quarter. I mean, this is
Kentucky Louisville kind of atmosphere for him. He's used to it playing in Kentucky, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Wally, come on.
I mean,
you can relate to this.
Oh, this is a broken play.
I got this.
Right. Look, and he's looking around like, all right, well, you're going to make me shoot it. I'll take it. No problem. He loves getting his shots up. I love his mid-range game. This is something you can't teach. He has a really great feel in the mid-range just to put the ball in the basket. And then in the second half, he made some clutch threes. Good rotation, softened his legs up, knocked down those big shots, and listen, Coach has a lot of trust in him, the way he played him down the stretch. And, hey, he was in on the last possession and almost got that block on LeVert. He came over, helped, almost got it. He got bumped into by Tim Hardaway Jr. Phenomenal performance by the rookie.
And you know what else, too? It wasn't just about the positive things. You saw David Fizdale was coaching here. Now, watch. So here's the defense on one end, okay? And you see how he's pulled way out? Now, he should have been a little bit lower. He wasn't. But now we go down the other end. This is a big moment in the game here. Down 3, ice water, drains it. Everybody's celebrating. Take a look at Fizdale here. Watch Coach Fizdale as Knox is going. Look, hey, come here.
Coaching moment.
Look at this. Hey, you, stop celebrating. And he's letting them know What? See? He's letting them know.
I love that.
Where were you on defense? The kid just made a big shot. Everybody's celebrating. He's like, no. It's not time for that.
No.
It's time to teach.
Yes.
You got to like that. That's what this season's all about.